Hi, I'm Donna Ballard with Where Next Boomers, and I want you to join me as we explore the best places to retire in the U.S. As my husband and I began thinking where we would like to live, it was more difficult than I would have hoped to get a true feel of different locations. I decided to take matters into my own hands and travel myself, not only so I could help my husband and I, but also help you. So let's go check it out. We're on our way over to Waynesville, a population of about 10,000 people, and it's about 30 minutes outside of Asheville, and we're going to go meet a friend of mine, and then we're going to take a look at the town and have a little discussion with the mayor over there. So let's go check it out.
Good morning, my name is Gavin Brown and I serve as the mayor of the town of Waynesville. I've held that position for the last 12 years. I've lived here almost all of my life and have found Waynesville to be a place that you come to. It's not a town that you drive through. Really a hometown city. What makes Waynesville so good is Friday night footballs, church on Sunday, and walking through a crosswalk and people stopping for you and allowing you to do it safely. In essence, Waynesville is a town full of wonderful people, and it's a historical place that people want to come and stay. It's sort of a Norman Rockwell setting if you are familiar with Mr. Rockwell. Actually, Waynesville in Haywood County is located within a 12-hour trip from half the people in the United States. People don't know that. The airport is located in Nashville and it's just about 30 miles away. Interstate 40 comes within about 5 miles of Waynesville. Of course, Interstate 40 goes all the way across the country. The other actual entryway into Waynesville is up what's called I-26, and that comes up from the south, Atlanta, and that area down there. But once again, I repeat that we're within 12 hours of half the people in the United States, so we're centrally located. If you want to come here and open a business, or if you want to come here and locate, it's a great place to stay and a great, easy place to get to. The golf has been here historically for 60 or 70 years. The Waynesville Country Club was built in the 20s and the 30s. Since then, there's been there's 5 other golf courses in the community, not necessarily in Waynesville. The hiking, of course, and fishing, the trout fishing, has been a boon to us because it brings in a younger set of people that enjoy the community. It's not expensive either. And then, of course, we've had trout fishing here in this area for years. I was an avid trout fisherman for the longest time, but then finally father age caught up with me a little bit, and getting in and out of creeks became sort of a challenge, so I've not done much fishing lately. The kayaking has also become very popular, floating down the rivers. We do that on the East Fork. It doesn't actually go through Waynesville. Building greenways along the Richland Creek so that people can walk, hopefully one day, from the west end of Haywood County to the east end of Haywood County without ever leaving a greenway. My dad was a radiologist in this community for about 35 years. The hospital itself, the old hospital, was located in Waynesville. In 1979, that new hospital was built outside of Waynesville in what's called Clyde or Lake Junaluska. The hospital was bought out by Life Point and Duke University. It brought in new management. Today, this hospital in Haywood County is the highest ranked facility in all of Duke Life Point's 86 hospitals. But we're truly a 4-season community. In the summer, it does get a little warm, but nowhere near as warm as it does in Texas or Florida. In the spring, it is always beautiful because Mother Nature is pulling up her green blanket up over her to the top of the mountains. In the fall, the colors are just dazzling. October and November, we have more visitors at that point in time than we can shake a stick at. Winters are not that severe. As I told you earlier, we only average 10 inches of snow a year, and the average low temperature during the winter time is not even at freezing. Our average low is about 35. And we'll have those warm winter days when you can go out and play golf. So we're truly a 4-seasoned community, and I think that's what most people like to see. Just about the time you're getting tired of the hot weather, it turns cool. Just about the time you're tired of the cool weather, we'll have snow. And when you're tired of the snow, it turns spring. I said earlier that this is really a Norman Rockwell setting. I believe if Norman Rockwell had ever come to Waynesville, he would have never left. This is the quintessential small town USA that everybody dreams about. It's a safe community, it's a friendly community, and it's just big enough to have the amenities that people look for, but not so large that you get caught up in all the hoodoo and the whatnot and the wherewithal. If I was trying to convince somebody to come to Waynesville, I'd say, come stay for a day and I'll bet you stay for the rest of your life.
Hi, we're heading out of Waynesville. It's a charming town of about 10,000 people between the Great Smokies and the Blue Ridge Mountains. It really has so much to offer, skiing and hiking and biking, and it's just a beautiful place. It's a charming town itself. It's got a main street with lots of neat little shops and restaurants. We met with Mayor Brown, who has lived there most of his life, and we learned a lot about the city itself. There's really so much to do. It's very Norman Rockwell, as he described it, and I think that's pretty true. It's a slower pace of life where you get to know your neighbors. So if you're interested in coming down here and having a little bit slower pace of life, but having access to all the beauty of the outdoors, then Waynesville is definitely some place to take a look.